Hello everyone and welcome back to the ranch of Rivershine. We are on day 18 of spring, and last time we got to do a bunch of training with Rainy Ginseng, so we are just going to carry on today and probably do more of the same, maybe do a competition or two to get some money and whatever quests we have. So here we go. Okay, new grounds. For a while now I've been thinking about opening up a new trail for competitions, but I wasn't sure if it might prove too difficult to compete in that terrain, but I feel you're ready. Come and see me. Rocky Mountain is waiting for you. Yes! Rocky Mountain. That is totally what I've been hoping for. All right. So I guess we will be doing that today. Definitely. One way or the other, we're going to get Rocky Mountain open. Let's go ahead and we'll get Dawn taken care of. I'm really excited to have Rocky Mountain open. So it means we have the option of dapple wild horses once we unlock that pen. In addition to that, should mean that we will get the quest for the dye treasure chests. So we'll have all the chests out. Finally, we can kind of work on getting those found in time, which is very, very good. But for right at this moment, he really needs to be worked on. We need to work on his flexibility. Yeah, we'll just do that, because if we go to Rocky Mountain for a little bit, we should be able to get some additional things there as well. Just trying to think of how to be as practical as possible. Either way, it's very I really like saying very today, don't I? It's gonna work out well. There she is, just circling around back and forth. Okay. I thought the competition might be too difficult on Rocky Mountain, but it looks like you can handle a challenge. As soon as you open the trail, I'll announce that the new competition will be held there. It'll be a delight for spectators to watch. I'm sure to attract more of them to Rivershine, and more country competitors too. You'll have to ask Jay to clear the path. I'm sure this one will be more expensive. Here's some funds to help you get started. It should cover about half of it. I hope to see you racing on the mountain trail soon. Okay. Oops. And Ginseng is just doing his own thing over here. And he won't answer my whistle because he's just, oh well, that's fine. It was worth a shot. So let's see. Yeah, Jay's still at home, so we'll loop around and see him and see how much money we need or have to get that trail open. We can always take Dawn out today if we have to and do a few competitions with her. I mean, either way, I feel that we can get the money today. Since I've so been looking forward to having Rocky Mountain open. And with any luck, in the next few days, we'll be able to get another wild horse or two actually pop up. So we can get more going there. It all adds up money-wise. Okay. And it costs 11. Okay, so we're not too far off. Maybe we have enough in stuff we've picked up, like flags. We don't need all of this flags. It's okay to sell some of it off. And we can just go ahead and get it without any stress. And the pen is 12,000. Okay, so we still are like halfway away from that. I don't know. I don't think I have really enough to... Well, I've got some chamomile. Let's see what this does. Just sell off a bunch of produce and see where we're at. Getting closer. We could sell off a few flowers because right this second we don't need them. And even at that, it actually gets easier in the future to just buy the dye pre-made. I mean, once you have pretty much everything unlocked, I mean, you have a ridiculous amount of money, it's easy to just buy certain items instead of worrying about crafting them all the time. Okay, that is more than enough to cover that. So we have beginner jump courses, the new thing. Okay, so yeah, quest. I can already tell that Rocky Mountain Path will be a challenge to clear up. Well, no time to complain. Better get my climbing gear ready and start scouting some routes. Okay, so we now have Rocky Mountain and the wild horse pen for that area and the beginner jump courses. Finally, for all areas. So, well, at least the all areas we have unlocked right now, we're still one trail short, but that is really, really good. I'm very pleased to have that much done. And we'll go to Rocky Mountain and kind of just mull around a little bit. There's some pumpkins we can hopefully pick up, as well as some more healing, ingredients for remedies, which we need to start saving up our money to get the remedies now, because I've been kind of lax about that. And the sooner we have those, if we get another sick horse, we're just going to need whatever we can get, and hopefully it'll cover everything. It's just good to be prepared, but we've got Rocky Mountain. And we can do a little bit of flexibility training while we're here, because this is the map for that, and it gives us double, so we can just kind of purposely turn a lot and pick up some forage and just kind of be a little bit more relaxed at the moment with this, which Ginseng still does have more tameness that he needs to get, which he's still a little argumentative, but he's not as bad. But I'd like to get him all ready to go with that before his potential runs out, because I'd like to get him in a couple competitions before we sell him, because it should pad out his value before before he goes on to his next home. And we'll be ready for another project horse, which so far we haven't had any other wild horse herds come up, so it might be another auction horse depending on what happens, which I'm not going to complain about. I mean, it's not as nice, but we definitely do need to get another horse that has harvester. So we might end up getting another auction horse anyway if we were able to get that. It's just really hard to know how what we're going to end up with. I know what I want, but it doesn't necessarily mean the game's going to give that to me without a fight. It does seem like this one has been particularly challenging with some things. Either way, we're just going to have a nice little loop around this area, and then we will see about maybe some other things. I'm just trying to debate on how to make the best use of the day, because we really don't have anything planned aside from, this little bit of training we're doing. So if we have time left after that, we might go ahead and do a race with Dawn. We'll see where the time's at, and just go ahead and do that anyway. I mean, money's money. We're going to need it, because we still have a lot of upgrades we haven't done, like there's stable upgrades, and really the stable upgrades would be the next thing. And I really want the more for the farming plots, as well as place space for orchard trees. So yeah, there's a lot I'd like to have done relatively short in such a short amount of time. We'll see. But it's all a process and we can kind of enjoy it. But I'd really like to have the farm fields and the extra trees here soon. Which the trees aren't quite as pressing. I mean, I like to have them, but we can get them done in the winter months even. And the trees will still grow. They just won't be producing anything. But then they'll be ready for year 2. So that might work out for us if we do that way. Either way, it's something I want to get figured out at some point, but it might be one of those things where we focus our resources on getting the barn upgraded after we get the regular crop plots, and getting the training arenas all up and running and upgraded. It's all a process. Oh, I'll be excited when we have the training arenas, because flexibility is one of those things that takes forever to train when you don't have the arena or the round pen, because it's like the only not nauseating way to train this is backing, because otherwise going in circles can get a little bit much. But we'll make it work. Kind of enjoy the scenery in reverse. And I just want to get him a little bit more balanced in terms of his stats. It does help a little bit more to get him. I'd like to see where he's at. Yeah, because he's doing pretty well. Tameness is 90% now, so that's not awful. He's got 20 more percentile or potential points left. So we can just kind of see where we might let him run out of energy and not give him a treat today, and then worry about and pick it up tomorrow, since I do want to get Dawn in a competition, which I guess we could actually use a treat on him and get a couple competitions on him, possibly, which is kind of what we want to do anyway. And he's got more than his stats are definitely going to make it okay for beginner races. He's actually above that at this point. I think he's actually technically a better horse than Dawn because of all the potential points he's got. So yeah, we'll just kind of figure things out. But I think that's what we'll do. We'll kind of put some more effort into him today. Yeah, because that's pretty good. I think we'll just go to the entrance and work our way to the statue, and I'll give him a treat before we get into anything, and we'll get a couple competitions on him. That way he's a little bit more experienced before he goes to his new home. Works out well for everybody then. I'm just enjoying the process. But But I think this sounds like a good way to do it. I don't know if we'll be able to get 2 competitions in with him today, but we should at least be able to get 1. So we'll give him a pair. That gives him most of his energy back. And we'll do the Crystal Lake race because that's going to pay the most at the moment. And every little bit helps. Tried to go over that other bridge. I don't know. I was just really fixated on the path I was on. I think I've done that. Oh, there's another treasure chest we haven't got to. We'll spend some time and hunt them all down once they're all active. Hopefully with a horse that has Harvester, so we can really make use of all the, everything we're doing. Well, it argued a little bit there, but I'm kind of glad it wasn't a space that really mattered. Usually don't take a horse that doesn't have full tameness into a competition, but he's not far off, so it's just not quite perfect. But thankfully that's the only thing he's argued about this whole race, so that's not bad. And we did well. And that gave us a little bit more money. I wouldn't put him in another competition right now because his energy is just a little lower than I would like to see it. But I'm kind of thinking that we do have the speed training arena, so we could use up the rest of his energy on that. So we might go ahead and we'll just pop over to Lupine Meadow and make use of that. There's no harm in doing so. Because he's been gaining a lot of points here and there, but he's still got 15 points left. And everything is pretty even at the moment, so there's no harm in just making, kind of not wasting what's there. And we haven't gotten to use this arena this track yet, so might as well. We'd get even more of a boost if he had taken speed feed, or corn. Used corn to get that extra boost. Well, this is alright. This is just going to kind of use up this energy and give him a few extra points. And we're actually still going to have a little bit of energy left over. That's okay. Just debating on, we might just let the rest of that slide. I mean, it's not too much of a waste. We did get him in a competition today, so that's good. And there's always tomorrow for the rest of it. I mean, he's down to 7%, so or to, you know, probably tomorrow we'll use up the rest of that for him, and he will be ready to be sent to auction and his new home. Something like that at any rate. Plans do change, but I think that's going to be how it works out. Hopefully another wild horse comes in before that. Or, you know, tomorrow. It would be really nice. Actually, we successfully managed to use all that energy just getting home. That's good. No waste. And got quite a bit of speed done on him. He's at 100% tameness now, which is good. And then we've got endurance, and yeah. Well, we'll get some good work done on him tomorrow. And we will rest and come at it again and see what quests are there for the next day. Maybe we will get lucky. Okay, our cucumbers and our Timothy hay are ready. Oh, and it's a rainy day. Okay, and here's the stylist. I've seen it written in the stars that it was time to introduce myself to you, and who am I to refuse the stars? It would be a pleasure to receive you in my salon in Rocky Mountain. Don't forget to bring your favorite horse. I'll have a look at their hair. And we got the Rookie Climb race has been unlocked. All contestants are invited to participate in the Rookie Climb competition. A new beginner cross-country course is now available in Rocky Mountain. Registrations are open at the Rivershine competition board. And we got wild horses in Pine Forest. Yay! Okay, so we have a busy day actually, and it's raining, which is kind of gloomy. But we're going to quickly swing by here and pick up our cucumbers and this Timothy hay. I know I probably should plant something else, but it's kind of so limited without the other boxes that I may just wait. I mean, we only have a couple horses at the moment, so it's not like we're feeding too many. Dawn's got 4% in potential that is gonna just keep accruing because she gets another day off, because we will take Ginseng with us, because we're gonna go to Pine Forest first to see what wild horses there are, and since he needs endurance training anyway, we'll just go ahead and boost it. I'm not going to do anything else with this stall right now, because odds are he will be ready to go on to his new home by the end of today, and we will just focus on either putting some time on the new wild horse if they're healthy, or we'll take Dawn for that to take Ginseng to the sale. Either way, we have a good plan. Let's see, the wild horses are right over there. Okay. Pancake is delayed getting here once again. So we'll just stop and we'll pick these up ourselves. It's not turning down any extra chamomile or barley. And there's some wood shavings right over here, getting wet in the rain, but we're gonna snag them. Up there's Pancake, he's caught up. It's always that slight delay with this region. Just pop over these jumps because they're here. Why not? That's what they're there for. And there's quite a nice selection of color right now. So we will just... Oh, I really like that chestnut. Actually, I think they're all quite pretty. Okay, we gotta one at a time here. It almost looks like we're gonna take the whole herd in. Okay, they're all pretty. Either we'll get them all brought in, or the ones that we want brought in, and then we'll look at them. And as per the rule, if there's one that's sick, we have to take the one that's sick. Oh, I still really like... Actually, I like everybody. I'd like to take the whole herd. But it doesn't work that way. This one has flaxen too. Up. Okay, got them there. Okay, and we're back the other way. Training our endurance while we catch horses. And run into trees. Yeah, this is a really, really good herd. I'm surprised to have so many nice colored ones. Usually there's at least a few plain ones mixed in, but this is really where I like everybody. But we'll have to make our determination once we see who's healthy and who's not. I mean, I wouldn't turn down being able to bring a stallion home and hope that they have the harvester trait. But I also wouldn't say no to a nice mare. Oh, and he ran out of potential already. Okay, so Ginseng is actually ready to be taken to auction after we do this. Whoops. Some of these trees are just so easy to run into. Alright, and we go back again. I didn't remember to count how many horses we had left. I see 3. And a bunny. Looks like sometimes, every once in a while, you'll have some of these horses that they just wander themselves into the pen. I've actually had that happen on several occasions, that they just kind of get herd bound and wander in. I don't know what causes it. Doesn't happen every time, but I have a few that just kind of wander towards the pen and kind of put themselves in. This horse is stuck. Yeah, I'm really surprised to have such a nice selection of wilds here. We have one more, I think. I'll double check on the map. Once I get this one in, yep, and that was everybody. So that was the entire herd. Is really, really nice. So we'll start with Hardy Lion, who's a stallion. He's healthy. Beginner stats, of course, because that's all we have unlocked at the moment. He's just a regular Palomino. Stormy Aspen. She's a mare, also healthy. She's a Black Bay Tobiano, very pretty. Next, Clear Blizzard, kind of a strange one for the color. Oh, he's sick. This might be the one we take home. We'll have to look at everybody. It's a smoky gray cream Tobiano. Here's the one I really, really liked, Stormy Bear. He's also sick, slightly taller. He's the Sandy Chestnut Tobiano. beginner stats, of course. So much to choose from. Gotta look at everybody though. Celestial Spark. It's a really tall mare. She's healthy though, so can't take her home, but she is a flaxen dark chestnut Tobiano. Oh, this one has such lovely face markings. Lively Opal. It's a red bay Tobiano. And she's a healthy mare. Okay, I think, is that everybody? Did I look at everybody? Ah, wait, I don't think I checked this one. It's registering Clear Blizzard, and that's not actually who I'm... Okay, there we go. Mystical Grass. Also a stallion, but he's healthy. Beginner stats. And it's a golden caramello. Okay, so I have looked at everybody. And we're just going to have to hope Jay takes care of the other guy because I really want to take Stormy Bear home. And we are going to hope that he happens to have the harvester trait or has other traits that we're really looking for because he's super, super nice. And I think he's cute and I'd like to keep him just at the moment. But we will go and see what he needs to get healthy. Hopefully it's something, I mean, since we're going to be taking ginseng to auction today, we'll have a little bit extra money from that, so we'll be able to buy some recipes if we need to. Which I'm kind of expecting. I just expect rain rot. I really do. We shall see, though. He's got the common cold. Okay, we actually... Oh my goodness, and he is a harvester. That is so exciting. Yay. I wish he would have been clever too, but oh, he is so staying. I can keep him. He's staying. I can't help it. I'm really excited. Okay, common cold remedy. We don't have any made up, so let's take a second and make some. And he needs some medicine, so common cold remedy. He's healthy now. We'll give him some alfalfa hay just to boost him up, and he can spend the day kind of getting adjusted and feeling better. And we will take Dawn to town, and we will sell off Rainy Ginseng because it's time for him to go to his new home. I think we're gonna wait in terms of going and seeing Oren. I think he's gonna have to wait. We'll see where we're at because I do want to do the rookie climb today since we have Dawn here already. I'm just so excited that we managed to get our hands on a harvester like that, and he's a stallion, so if we can get another, which, I mean, really we don't even have to get another mare. Whoops, sorry about that. We don't have to get another mare because if we train up Bear, we'll be able to use him in a few competitions while Dawn is in full if we decide to breed her, because it's just for 7 days and it should be, you know, we're not going to be up to advanced level or higher and for a while yet. But we're going to say goodbye to Rainy Ginseng, who maybe, I mean, I'd like to see 12, but we might just get 11 out of him. Yeah, we're just going to get 11 out of him. That's all right. 11,000 is 11,000. And he can go off to his new home. But yeah, we're gonna do the rookie climb race. All in all, this is ending up being very well. well and good today. I'm pleased. And we'll hopefully do well in this race. This one's not too bad, as long as you don't get turned around. All in all, I'm very, very pleased. I'm really just excited just to get a harvester like that, and he's a chestnut. That's kind of funny. Would have loved it if he had the clever trait too, but there's always a chance that we could breed them, Dawn and Bear, and have their foal end up with clever and harvester. So we have some goals that are possible for that. And I suspect that we would do something like that. Oh, got a little right towards the end of the race, and I got a little off. Okay, we're good. We're running. Okay, we made it in plenty of time anyway. So yeah, we have a lot of extra things we can do. Alright, racing up the mountain like you did must have been quite a challenge, but I must say it's a nice view for us watching the competition from up there. Here's a bonus for your efforts. Okay, we have 18,000 now with everything we have done today, so we are going to pop into the vets and we are going to see how many recipes we can go ahead and buy, because we need to have them. We'll need them at some point. And it's much less stressful to just go ahead and have them. I don't want the remedies, I want the recipes. Okay. There's rain rot, mud fever, exhaustion, malnourishment, fertility boost, hair growth, hair stasis, health boost. Does that cover everything? I want to say it does. Yeah. Oh, I missed. No, I didn't. I keep getting confused. I don't know why I keep thinking remedy, that's it. No, recipe. Completely different words. So yeah, we were able to get all that. We're going to go ahead and chat with her. Great timing. I just went on a break. Oh, you're not bothering me at all. I was trying to catch up on some veterinary literature that's very exciting findings coming from this city. But I'm also desperate to speak to a human being. That came out weird, didn't it? I'm sorry. Surrounded by animals as coworkers makes you kind of loopy. That's part of why I left the city, actually. I needed a fresh start and find out who I am outside of the job. But to be honest, it's hard to shake the guilt. Leaving the city behind and giving up all those opportunities, I'm not sure if it was the right decision. Anyway, what were we talking about again? How is Robust on? Make sure you're monitoring your horse's health to prevent. See, there I go again, talking about animal care, and now my break is over. Okay. Bit of a workaholic going on there. Alright. We technically do have time to go and speak to Oren. So we might go ahead and we'll pop over there and do that and then call it for the day. I just have to remember how to get there. Let's see if we go across this bridge and then around and across the other one, we'll be in the right way. Okay. These trails get kind of loopy and it's like going across one cavern or another. Pop over this jump because we can. I really wanted to use those points she had accumulated for flexibility, and I'm spending them on everything else, but it's okay. She'll accumulate more. And we'll make our way into the salon to speak to Oren. Okay, well, Robust Dawn's mane does look quite unruly, but I can see the potential in former stylish looks too. I prepared some sketches to show you how to cut easy styles for your horse's mane and tail. So you would have cut them yourself at home on all your horses if you like. Of course, I have more styles I can teach you, but those will be in my shop. Those are the first ones. I'll just give you a taste of the stylish life. Okay. Mane styles, mane and tail styles are definitely something else that's an extra we will get to, but as I say, it's an extra. In time, it's something we will have. Looking forward to that, actually, because it's really fun to kind of get your horse decked out. But that'll be for when we have extra money. Right now, we're going to save up and get the crop plots, and then probably the barn upgrade and the various training arenas. So we've got a lot to purchase. But we did really well today. We managed to hit everything, or hit every quest we wanted to do, and we got an awesome horse I'm so excited about. And Ginseng went to his new home, so that's also okay. So yeah, we are going to call it a day, and maybe tomorrow will be a little less rainy. Okay, so that being said, I am going to sign off, and thank you all for joining me today. I hope you all have wonderful days, and I will see you next time.